Hello everyone, I'm RecV5.
And I'm Sandman99.
And welcome to Parasite Eve for the PlayStation 1.
Yeah, boy, it's been a long time since I've heard near.
Yep.
I'm really glad that they made PS2s backward compatible to PS1s because I literally played my PS1 until the gear that makes the head travel back and forth.
Yep.
Would only work if the thing was balanced up on end, right? Like I had to stand the deck up on end.
And apply gravity to it?
And apply gravity to it in order to get it to work.
Mine was the same way, yep.
So I was very glad when the PS2 came out and it was backward compatible, because then I could retire my poor old PS1 that didn't work anymore.
Yep.
Unless you made a right face and turned it just the right way and... You know,
yeah, well,
like
there was tons and tons and tons of games that I continued to play. And I mean, like, you know, like, yeah, okay, you can keep your Super Nintendo around to play, but then you got all these consoles hooked up to all these TVs, right? And it gets kind of messy.
Yeah.
And there are some people who do that, and, you know...
Well, I'm going to do that if we eventually install my new monitor with that new splitter box.
Yeah, well, that's kind of what we ended up doing.
Because I've got a PS2, a PS3, and a PS4, and an Xbox One.
Yep.
And it would be nice to, instead of swapping cords around all over the place, to just push a button.
Yo, I ended up doing kind of the same thing eventually, collecting all the consoles. But I know in the first days, I ended up not having my Super Nintendo anymore. And then when I wanted to play Super Nintendo games, well, it was just kind of like, well, shit. And then I ended up later in my life recollecting all those things again. And, you know, but it would have been nice to have the ability to play them, because, you know, I like PS1 games. PS1 is still a great console, and
well, you know what?
lots
there
of
were
great
some
games for
good
it.
old games, and I spent many hours playing games on the PS1 as well.
But I also missed my Super Nintendo games for years, until I got them back.
And on the Super Nintendo. Right?
Yes.
But anyway, we're playing Parasite Eve today.
That we are. And it's a fantastic looking game. They put a ton of effort into the CG, as you can see.
Yep.
That's actually like I think it was a big thing for this game, was all the CG.
Yeah. I don't know. I got this game as a Christmas gift, I think.
Yep.
And, you know, like I didn't really know what to expect, but I unwrapped it, you know, a few days after Christmas.
Yep.
Once the living room had been cleared out of all of the, you know, like Christmassy type stuff.
Yeah, yep.
And I could sit in front of my TV and play games again. And, you know, I was blown away.
Well, it's a great RPG.
And I played this game a lot. And one of the features I really liked was that turn-based thing, because it actually gives you time to think your moves through, too, right?
Yep.
You know, I'm not really a big-time action game guy, like, you know, like some of the modern action games. I mean, even that Stellar Blade, it looks like a fantastic-looking game, but I think I would probably find it exhausting.
Yep.
You know? And I do have a couple of games from that genre, but I only played them a few times, like that Kingdoms of Amalur thing.
Yep.
I only played that for a few hours, and then like my hands were sore from like all the button mashing. I just couldn't do it.
Yeah, well, you know, this is the thing that I think the gaming industry in general has to come to appreciate, is make different kinds of games for different groups of people, right? Not everything needs to be Dark Souls fucking like 10, right?
Yeah.
Because Dark Souls is the main game at the time of recording here that is the big action game that everybody wants to replicate. But this is a great game. I love the combat system in this game. We're not going to skip any text or cutscenes, even though I like to. I'll try not to.
Yeah. So this is our main character just getting out of this limo?
Yes, this is our main character getting out of the limo. Her name is Aya Brea. So yeah, and she's an NYPD officer, and she's 25 years old. And we'll just stick with the name Aya. You could rename her if you wanted to, although I think it keeps the last name. And I think I still have to button press in order to make the text go, but yeah. So yeah, she wanted to come to the opera, but she's totally not into the opera.
Oh. Why did she want to come then?
I don't know. And then this guy's kind of a dick, because he's like, aren't you glad you went and got out for me? Because I had my dad get the best seats. Like, this guy's a total fucking dick. Like, shut up, man, and walk into the fucking opera.
Mm-hmm.
That's the way I feel about it. So.
I don't know. personally, I think I would, when I was younger, I would have found it intimidating to date a police officer too, right?
Yeah, you think so?
Oh yeah, because they tend to be extremely, assertive and very collected people. You always wonder if you're good enough, right?
Oh man, no way. I actually know a cop in real life, or a retired cop, and he's actually like the most chill guy ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, because that's just for on-duty stuff, right? For off-duty stuff, they're just like, they don't do that at all. It's like all chill all the time.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, my cousin is an RCMP officer, and I knew him when he was younger and before he became that.
Yep.
And once he got through the training and stuff like that, and I talked to him again, he was like a totally different person.
Ah.
Yeah. It's almost like he got reprogrammed or something to become someone else.
Well, in a way, I mean, the military does the same thing for people, right?
Yeah.
They got to get them equipped psychologically in order to be able to do the job, right? And it can be a really tough and nasty job sometimes. They're gonna burn her at the stake.
Yeah. This is a pretty dramatic opera.
Indeed.
Burning people at the stake and stuff like that. I don't know, I played this game a lot back when it came out, but I don't really remember much of it anymore because I'll bet you it's been, pretty close to 25 years since the last time I played this, right?
Yep. Well, it's an interesting thing for you to watch then.
Yeah.
Now we've got the solo operatic part. And nice CG cutscene.
Yep. Yeah, for that time, actually, it actually looks pretty good, right?
Uh-oh, something's going on with her eyes.
Yeah. Wow. Well, I guess they're getting burned at the stake now, huh?
Yeah, apparently, yeah. Oh, I guess the audience is getting burned at the stake now, too. And so are the curtains.
Yeah.
Everyone's on fire.
Everyone's fleeing in panic. Yeah, she's just like spontaneous. They're spontaneously combusting, eh?
Yep. Quick reactions.
Yeah.
All right. Boom. Aya's ready for action. And then there's the loser that we brought on for the date.
Yep.
Yeah. And she wants him to get out of here, and she's just gonna push him out of here, and that's the last we'll ever see of that guy.
Well, that's okay.
Fuck him. So anyways, before we get going down there, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna switch my weapon to the club. Save ammo.
Okay.
Because we don't start with a lot of ammo, although I don't think it really matters for this particular fight at all. We're gonna get up on stage here and confront this lady who's like lighting people on fire, I guess, and floating.
Yeah. Where'd she have? I can see her being able to conceal the gun, but where did she have the club concealed?
Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question. It kind of reminds me of this one funny animated image that I have where there's this lady and she's wearing like a black dress kind of like this, and she pulls a machete out from behind her, right?
Yeah.
Her cells are trying to communicate with hers, apparently. And none of the stuff she says makes any sense to Aya. You beat somebody with a club and then they laugh at you.
Yeah.
And now Aya's body is heating up. Something weird has happened. And she's blaming Eve there.
Oh yeah, I remember this now. You can act when that bar gets to the top, right?
That's right, yep.
Yeah, that's the timer for how long it is before you can act again.
Yep. And they're saying that their bodies are communicating. Or the actresses. Yeah, what are you? Because who are you? Because you're floating in midair there, lady. Normal people don't float in midair, just like, you know, normal psychos don't burst into flames when sunlight touches them.
Yeah.
How should we know this person? Apparently we should know this person. But we don't. And we get a flashback to a different time. Laying on an operating table?
So she was somebody's science experiment?
I don't know what. Maybe, maybe not. And she's laughing at us. And she's gonna float away. You know, I never noticed that she was even floating until we started doing this playthrough. This entire time, I played this game for like 30 fucking years, and I just noticed for the first time that she's floating.
I just never even noticed. Actually, I didn't remember.
But here's something we gotta look out for. You see these little boxes?
Yeah.
We gotta look out for these, because they have useful shit in them, like medicine or other shit in them. And then we gotta go down here and see if we can get down. Oh, I totally skipped that, but it's like she went down this way. And it sounds like backups arrived. So we're gonna jump down without backup, or are we gonna go and check out what the backup's doing?
I don't know.
I'm gonna go and check out what the backup's doing.
Okay, you do that.
Cause there's a specific reason. First of all, you exit this side of the screen and you actually come out on the other side of the stage, which is kind of interesting. And we'll run around the edge here and go back down the stage.
Because you go back and check out the backup and they give you a bazooka or something?
Well, given the fucking catastrophe inside, they really should, but nobody comes in here. I think they just cordon off the building.
Oh.
There's burned corpses, and I don't think we can actually inspect them. They're just burned corpses.
Yeah. One thing I remember liking about this game was the movement system too, because it was really intuitive. If you wanted to run, you know, if you wanted to run left, you pressed left, and if you wanted to run right, you pressed right. There wasn't that like tank style, you know, movement controls that were popular at about this time.
That's right, yep.
Because I could never master that, right?
Anyways, we could talk to this guy if we needed patching up. And they're talking about like how he's hoping they'll be on TV.
He's hoping they'll
for
be
this
on
incident.
TV?
And it's like, you really shouldn't be hoping that. And then you talk to this guy, and I don't think he does anything. He's just like, why aren't you hurt? And Aya's like, I don't know. And everybody else is burned, and lots of them burned to death, like the corpses we saw.
Mm-hmm.
And we talk to this guy, and he's got the same gun as us. And he gives us 6 bullets. So we're just going to keep talking to him and getting all of his ammo.
Wow. Well, why doesn't he just give them all to you all in one shot?
I don't know. But this is why we came out here. This is actually the reason why. And then he can't give us the ones that he has in his gun.
Yeah.
You totally could give us the ones you have in your gun, man.
You could just give him your gun too, right?
Yeah. Although it's this M84F, which, you know, whatever. And that's why we're getting 6 bullets a thing.
Mm-hmm.
But actually, most of the guns labeled in this game are real guns. You can look them up and read up about them. Now, of course, every weapon in this game uses the same bullets, including grenade launchers.
Oh, well.
So, you know, they did simplify that. But yeah, like, you know, like this is a real model gun. It has a Wikipedia page you can read up on and everything.
Well, it's not really any different than Fallout 4, where, you know, like different powers of the same gun use the same bullets, right?
Yeah, well, it was kind of interesting to know at this time, because a lot of games around this time were still using, like, made-up gun names and things.
Yeah.
Or they would take real gun names and, like, butcher them.
Uh-huh.
But they actually put the real gun names in this game, which is a nice detail, in my opinion. You know she's down there, so we're gonna go and jump down there. We're in pursuit. You know, if I were the perp, I would have already gotten away, you know.
Yeah.
But we're not interested in pursuit. You should go, little girl. Why is there a blonde little girl there? Kind of reminds me of the girl on the operating table.
Yeah, a little bit, hey?
And then she disappears. It's a hallucination. It couldn't be. Are you seeing yourself? Maybe? Alright. We're gonna run down the hall here.
Yeah, I have to say, for a PS1 game, this game looked fantastic, right?
Yep. Okay, we heard something. We heard a rat squeak. I think there's something wrong with that rat, though.
Yeah, it's going to wolf out or something.
There's something seriously wrong with that rat. I don't think that's supposed to happen with a rat. Doesn't look much like a rat anymore.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a hell of a transformation.
Yeah, it is. Shoot that thing.
Absolutely. That's why we re-equipped the gun.
Uh-huh.
And as you can see, the dome for targeting is a lot bigger with the gun than it is with the club, and that's because the gun has more range.
Uh-huh. Oh, I see. So if I remember right, you have to be within the dome?
That's right. If you're outside of the dome with a gun, you'll hit for reduced damage. And if you're outside of the dome with the club, you'll just miss.
Yeah.
Okay, now.
And I gather that certain guns have a larger area than others, right?
That's right, yeah. And it's all based on your range stat. So this gun has a range stat. It's got like 51 range.
Yeah.
So that determines the size of the dome. 51 what? I don't know. 51 inches maybe? I don't know.
Well, it could be like an abstract
but you see,
unit like in Fallout 4 too, right?
Yeah.
Where like 164 units is equal to a yard, or, you know, roughly.
That's right. Anyways, as you can see, like, lots of these things are all locked. They're all locked. So, I know where to go to get the key. So we're gonna go in here and get the key. And, we'll walk into this burned body and she gets scared. Because it's a burned body that just fell on her.
Ah, dead body.
Yeah, dead body. Kind of like one of those jump scares. But there's a key on the dead body.
Oh, and it opens every door in the theater, right?
Pretty much, yep. Except for one. And we've got another medicine, which we probably won't bother using. Well, here's an encounter. Maybe. We can phone the police department. Well, I guess the parrot said, "Hot, hot, help, help."
Yep.
Those were the last words of that guy. But we can save our game here.
Oh yeah, you save at the telephones, right?
That's right, you save at the telephone.
I remember that now.
I totally don't remember if this is an encounter or not. I don't think so. I don't think we got to do anything with the parrot. It's just one of those eerie little details that I typically miss, by the way. Now, I don't think we can open this door yet. It's locked. But we can open all the other doors now. I'll go all the way down the left side, and then I'll go all the way up the right side.
Okay, that sounds very efficient. You could go all the way down the right side and then all the way up the left side.
Nope, can't do it. I don't think you can open this curtain at all, and there's nothing to see on that book there. There is something to see here.
Is there like an interact button or something that you press in order to do that, or do you just go near that?
I just mash X. And I don't know if I have to mash X on a door in order to open a door, if I just have to run into the door. But yeah, I just,
Oh, is that a clue? She's going to be at Central Park? That's where she went?
Well, she might be going there, maybe. She wanted to perform at Central Park next, I guess. And then the cast is announced. And she doesn't want to play the part with Suzanne. She thinks she's overdoing it, and her body's getting hot. So she's gonna take medication. So she's sick, she's got health problems. And then she collapsed on December 6th. And lost consciousness. And then she passed out again. Damn. Take a lot of medication. Take all the drugs.
Suzanne was burned in an apartment fire. Well,
fuck Suzanne.
That's not suspicious at
all.
all.
Yeah, fuck Suzanne. Yeah, she wanted the part so bad. And looks like she'll be the lead. And she's gonna take more medication. December 23rd. Tomorrow is Christmas Eve, which I think is today right now in Aya's time.
Yeah.
And then Christmas Day, they're having the solo at Central Park. But she's not feeling well, so she's going to take more medication. And even Aya's like, she must have a drug problem.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the rehearsal key.
So that's the key to the door at the end of the hallway, or what?
That's right, that's the key to the door at the end of the hallway. But she's got bullets in her fucking closet too, because, you know, actresses, this is America, right?
Yep, that's right.
Everyone's fucking locked and loaded here. Alright? They've never been to a gun-free zone. When they arrive, it ceases to be one.
Yes, so says Ted Nugent.
Alright, oh, looks like we've got some burned dead people in here. It's in the lockers.
See, what's really cool here is look at the reflections in the mirrors and everything too,
yep.
Right? Like,
that's a nice detail, ain't it?
Yep.
And it's even got perspective on it too.
Yep. I think this game was somewhat ahead of its time, actually.
They definitely did a good job, and I mean, probably they get to do a lot of these tricks because of that, because of the pre-rendered backgrounds. They don't have to do so much at once.
Oh, so it looks like that one's, you got a live one there.
Well, sort of. I mean, can you call that alive? Aya wants to call the paramedics, and the person who's burned to death, the burned husk, wants to tell us that Melissa's a monster. Her name is Melissa, huh? And she got to Suzanne. Well, we know Suzanne died in a fire.
Well, I think she finally just went gack.
Yep. See, that's another detail I missed, because I never read these things, right? So I'm like, who the fuck is Suzanne? I don't know. One of the corpses around here? No, apparently she died before the events of this.
Yeah.
And I don't think there's anything else we can take here. I don't think there's anything on the things here. I think it's just background dressing. Yes, this isn't every single fucking item has flavor text like it is in Dino Crisis, but there is a decent amount of flavor text in this game, it being an RPG.
I remember this now, too. Ooh.
Problem solved. And we leveled up. So we've got 2 offense, 2 of everything except for 1 active time, and we've got a little bit more hit points and some bonus points. Now, I don't know if those values that you get are random or not, or if they're just kind of like what they are. But I guess it is what it is. I'll keep going, and then I'll go in this door. If I can line up with the door. And yeah, it looks like you just have to walk into the door in order for her to try to open the door. You don't have to press the action button on the door. Anyways, camera angle is somewhat affecting the movement, even though it's just 8-way directional movement. So like left is this direction, right is this direction.
Yeah.
And it's just the perspective that changes how it feels.
Yeah, but it's still, you know, like basically you just press the D-pad in the direction you want to go, right?
Pretty much, yep. And we shoot this guy before he shoots us.
And
yes,
what happened is that I don't know whether they changed the way that camera angles work in the sequel to this game.
No, they just
Or-
adopted tank controls.
Or if they adopt, because the way that the tank controls work with the camera angles is just absolutely terrible too, right?
Yep. We got an item there, an offense +1. And then, there's something in here, which is kind of hard to get. You have to, like, search this shelf repeatedly. In fact, actually, honestly, I think exiting the room and then coming back in is probably easier way to get it, because you start off lined up with the item.
Oh.
And then I don't have to sit there and mash X so much. I think it's like slightly down. There's something in here.
Maybe you picked it up already.
Totally didn't pick it up.
No. You can't get it.
There we go.
There you go.
You just have to be in the right place in order to get that one.
It's a gun upgrade, because obviously they keep guns in with the harps and the wagon wheels and
the bows,
the armor suits and
the
stuff
archery
like that,
bows,
right?
and in the file boxes.
Yeah, the guns for the critics, I guess, eh?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
So this gun has one less bullet in it, but does a little bit more damage and has a bit more range.
Okay. So it is kind of an upgrade?
It's kind of an upgrade, and we're actually gonna take this gun and we're gonna take the bullets out of our old gun, because that means we have more bullets to shoot in our new gun. And see this wall here? It's got a big crack in it.
Yeah.
Got some, like, maybe bricks and whatever laying around.
Yeah.
I think we can interact with this. Yeah, it looks like the wall's about to crumble. Oh, and look at that, it did crumble. So we'll get down on our knees in the black dress and crawl across. And there's shit back here. And our inventory's full.
Oh.
But we got new armor. I think we can actually equip that armor. And it's better than our old armor in every way. And I don't really care that I lost out on a medicine. Actually, I could probably use a medicine, because I'm a little bit down on health. And then I can probably take that medicine back. And I don't think there's anything else back here. But you're gonna have to keep an eye out, because I'm not the detail guy, I'm the guy who just runs around and kills things.
I never even noticed that. And you've been playing this game a little bit lately.
Yeah, I have, because...
Whereas I haven't even looked at it in 25 years, so...
Oh, you just gotta look for little boxes. Little box-shaped things on the ground.
So mostly I just remember some of the more memorable things, you know what I mean?
Yep. Alright, let's go in this door. What's in this door?
Oh, you skipped one door, eh?
I think two of these doors are actually connected. Yeah, this door is connected to the other one.
Ah, okay.
Now, I think there's a little bit of flavor text going out to the theater here on this door, but it's kind of hard to activate. You have to be standing in the right place. I can't remember. I'm pretty sure there is. I seem to remember that, but I have no idea. I'm not going to bother fucking around with it, so... If I can't activate it easily, then I ain't doing it.
Oh, look at that. There's a parrot, too.
Yeah, there's a parrot. Nope, and we couldn't dodge the fireball that time. That's fine. We'll kill this rat, because he acted last. And then we'll kill that rat last. He's gonna do his thing. We'll dodge that, and then shoot him to death. See that? He's out of range, so we do reduce damage.
Yep.
But, yeah, if he's in range, then we do full damage, and we even got a critical hit there. And we got a medicine, but we can't use the medicine, because, you know... We are already full on inventory space. You gain one inventory space slot every time you level up, I believe.
Oh.
Oh, good, we got more ammo.
So eventually you have that secret back pocket, right?
Well, eventually, yeah. You can carry, like, 20 some odd items, which isn't that much, but, you know, it's more than you can carry in Diablo, so... So, yeah. That was that. Now we'll go and continue up the right side here. I think we're 47 out of 53. We're fine. We're fine. More shit to shoot. Yeah, we're just not even gonna bother with that. I'm gonna walk around to the side and wait till I can shoot that damn thing. Take the ammo. And then I actually gotta come back and go through this door. And there's this guy. Jester-looking guy. He wants to give us everything on the counter. And we gotta explain that we're an NYPD officer. And he's like, you're the one that scared me. And he's lecturing us about this as a staff-only area, and we're like, well, we're here to evacuate people. And he's like, what? I don't know why he didn't get lit on fire.
Yeah.
Well, I have a feeling he just did.
Yep.
Well, we'll go check that out after we check out everything, because he's probably already dead. Oh, look at that. We got some more bullets in the locker. See? This is America.
Yeah.
Maybe actors just have, like, beefs with each other, right?
Well, you know, it is a competitive business.
Yeah, it's a competitive business. And sometimes you gotta use underhanded tactics in order to get what you want.
So what happened to him now?
Well, we'll go down and we'll check out what happened to him.
Oh.
I think he's dead.
He got crispy crittered, yep.
Yeah, I think he's completely and totally dead. Yeah, it's the clown from the dressing room. Damn. He dead.
He's dead, Jim.
See, we have parasite powers now, too, because of, the heat that we're getting from our body from all this.
Uh-huh.
But it takes a shitload in order for us to heal ourselves right now, because we don't have very much. So, only 6 hit points down, I'm probably not going to bother.
Yeah, well, I can remember that those powers slowly grow.
They do, yes.
As you go through the game, too, so it's not just about guns and armor and that kind of thing.
Yep, you've also got a variety of powers that you can use, and I don't think I can open this curtain. I don't know about the desk or anything.
That parrot still looks normal.
The parrot still looks normal. Alright. Check the dresser here, or whatever. It's got some bullets. We'll talk to the parrot. Oh. I totally skipped the dialogue for the parrot because I was mashing to activate the parrot, but that's fine.
Yeah.
The parrot transformed into a monster. And we'll shoot it to death. We're having parrot for supper, I guess. I don't know if mutant parrot would be healthy to eat for you, though.
No, probably not.
Probably not.
Although in Aya's case, maybe she might be immune, right?
Maybe, you know. Maybe it's just like
because
spicy.
she hasn't spontaneously combusted or anything either,
yeah, and
right?
she doesn't know why, but she hasn't spontaneously combusted yet. All right, we'll go through this door. We're going through the door. There's the perp. She sat down and started playing the piano. She didn't try to get away at all.
No.
She's saying she's Melissa. And then she's saying... she's Eve.
She's Eve.
She's Eve. And she's getting hot. And then she goes on about nucleic domination coming to an end. And Aya doesn't understand what the fuck she's going on about.
Neither do I.
I think Melissa's turning into a monster there, man.
Yeah, kind of looks that way. She needs a set of nail clippers real bad.
And maybe a haircut. So yeah. The day for mitochondria to be free has arrived. There's something cellular going on here.
Yep.
But it's nothing bullets won't fix. I always get hit by this shit.
Yeah,
oh,
well,
I dodged it when I'm on camera.
Yeah, it looks like it would be awkward and difficult to avoid. This is what your healing items are for, right?
Yeah, well, if you get hit too much. I don't know, I'm just evading it on camera. I always get hit by this shit, but on camera, I'm perfect. And she says that we need time. For some reason. Time for what? Until your mitochondria is free. And Aya doesn't have a clue, and now she's gonna get another flashback. And we're on another operating table.
Isn't it the same scene?
It is, and Aya doesn't know who that is. The little girl, or maybe she does recognize. And then there's a doctor coming into the scene.
Dr. Frankenstein.
Dr. What's-His-Nuts. She's trying to make sense of it. Girl on table, doctor coming in. And now the perp's gone.
Yep, Eve is gone.
Mitochondria to be free. Oh, there's a hole here. Burn straight through. Well, I guess if she can fire laser beams from her hands, then she can probably burn a hole through the floor.
Yeah, probably.
Heavenly Gate. Well, I don't know if I'd call this the sewers area heavenly, but you know.
I don't know. I wonder if in real life sewers are really like that, because that's huge.
Well, maybe it's like a storm sewer kind of thing. I don't know.
Yeah, but I've seen storm sewers. I used to work in, like water and sewer for a while.
Hey man, when in doubt, blame it on New York.
And at least in this city, they're basically pipes.
Yeah.
Right? And usually they're like the largest ones that I saw when we were doing sewer construction for a subdivision were like 36-inch diameter, right?
Yep. Okay, we unlocked a new Parasite power. So our old one was healing. Our new one is scan. I'm going to use the healing here, though, because we did level up.
I don't know, maybe in older cities that are like 200 or 300 years old, maybe they couldn't actually, like bury pipes, so they made these like great big huge underground channels or something. I don't know.
Maybe. I don't know. I have no idea. I'm going to use scan here just to show it off to people. I never use scan. But you use scan on a target, and it tells you about the target. It tells you how much health it has, and
tells
what
you
its
what
weak
its weaknesses are.
That's right. Now we're going to shoot this thing to death. It's like a giant fucking frog. Mutant frog. Oh, we got to reload. And then get hit.
Yep.
Goddamn reload. And we leveled up again, just like that. Because those things are worth experience. But that means we can carry more shit, too. And that's the important part.
There's a box.
Yes. And in the box is a good old M1911. We're shooting 45s now instead of 9mm.
And it holds one more bullet, too.
It does. Now, that's actually rate of fire, too, if you see that X3 at the bottom.
Yeah.
So that means we fire 3 bullets when we go to fire instead of 2.
Oh, okay.
So like our M92F here has a fire rate of 2, our club has a fire rate of 1, and our P220 here has a fire rate of 2. So we fire 2 bullets per attack round with those, and we fire 3 bullets per this, but the increasing the number of bullets you fire per round actually makes each individual bullet weaker, right? They do less damage. So you'd think, well, maybe I shouldn't want to use this gun, right? Maybe I should go and stick with one of the guns we were using, right? Because each individual bullet will do more damage. But I think overall, it's not like a 50-50 reduction, like 2 bullets do 50% damage each. It's like 2 bullets do 66% damage each, kind of thing, right? And so overall, you end up doing like 120 some odd percent damage, and I think times 3 is like 125% some odd damage or something like that. Okay. I don't know.
So more bullets is better.
Well, more bullets is better for damage, but it's worse in that you stand still for longer and end up shooting for longer, which means that things can hit you easier.
Oh.
And the little girl is down here now. We're still following her like she's a real little girl, as opposed to a fake little girl. I'm gonna go and get this. And you see that little box peeking out way back there off the scene? Right back behind that pillar? I'm gonna take a look at that box back there too. And I'll use this medicine here to fill my health. There's a box behind this pillar. This is the things that I always miss. And it had ammo, and then there's a box behind this pillar. And it has offense +1.
Yeah.
And I think there's even like a room over here.
Yeah, so you told me that there might be a remaster of this game coming out?
Yeah, that's what I heard. Just like randomly browsing through search results is something about a remaster for this game. Now, I don't know if it's just a teaser or if it's an actual remaster. But yeah, I'm going to use, see we have these offense +1 items. I'm going to use them on my current gun that I'm using right now.
Yeah, because that would be something interesting if they, you know, kind of cleaned up the camera angles and maybe gave you a bit more of an older, over-the-shoulder view kind of thing, right? Because that's what more modern games like this do.
I mean, I suppose. I don't mind this camera perspective, if I'm honest, though. Ooh,
well, except that it can be difficult to find things like those boxes that you just pointed out, right? You know, like it's easy to miss things like that because the camera angles don't really show them well.
Yeah, you've got to have a sharp eye. You got to be paying attention.
Although that could have been part of the game too. Maybe they're hiding them a little bit.
Well, they want you to explore these areas, right? And, you know, kind of click around them and see what's up and see what's what.
Yep.
Kind of like how Dino Crisis is like that too, right?
Well, you know what? From what I can remember how much I enjoyed playing this game, I would definitely play a remaster if they came up with one. So long as they didn't change, you know, the way that the game actually plays, right?
See that? We stand in place and we fire 3 now? Oop.
Oh, that one got you a little bit.
Yeah, he kind of landed on me, but that's fine. And you just kind of run around these guys counterclockwise. Because they're weak that way. Alright, we're firing lots more bullets now. I think we're doing more damage more quickly, but we're firing more bullets as well. And for an enemy where we already got to take 2 rounds in order to kill them, obviously we're not going to benefit much from firing 3 rounds. We're actually losing out here. I don't think there's anything off the camera here. I think that's just running along the wall here. But there is this. And there's a switch. And what's the switch for? Well, the switch is going to be to open this gate. How did Eve get to the other side, right? Because the gate's locked. So we can press the switch. And it opens the gate.
And if you use the phone, that's a save point.
That's
probably,
right. The phone is a save point. Now, I normally don't even use this M1911 because it has a fire rate of 3, and I don't like guns with a fire rate of 3.
Wow.
But I'm going to use it for now anyways, just because it's going to be the gun that most people are going to use, because it's the most damaging thing you can get at this point, right? And who cares if you burn through a few extra bullets? There's Eve.
Oh, gonna face off with Eve again?
We're going to face off with Eve again. Hold it right there. And we're getting hot again. Yeah, if we brought more people with us, they'd just burn, right? Why don't we burn? And we'll find out eventually, apparently. Our mitochondria will understand, and they know. We need to evolve, apparently. So, obviously, she's totally insane. But maybe not so much.
Maybe it was the drugs.
Yeah, there you go. Maybe it was the drugs. Because we don't know what kind of drugs she was on. This is just what a drug addict looks like, right? A high-level drug addict? You do enough drugs and you turn into this?
Oh, look at that. She could just flow around the bars. That's how she got through the gate.
Yeah, she can become fluid.
Oh, there's the old trope about the alligator in the sewers, eh?
Yep. Although I think this one might be Alligator Plus.
Yeah.
It stands on 2 legs.
Mutated alligator.
And it's got electricity going on. Built-in taser. Okay, and there are 2 targets. That's our hint. And we want to shoot the tail first. We can shoot it, but it's not super useful. We want to shoot the tail first. And we totally, like, should have waited there. Oh well. And reload. Terrible time to reload. Probably the best time is, I will heal here. And I'll wait for it to attack again.
Oh, okay. It looks like your magic power there regenerates too, eh?
Yep, up to a point. You eventually get fatigued and it stops regenerating. But, yeah. Okay. I think I killed the tail, and now this thing's gonna get pissed off at me and it's gonna try to fight me directly. And this thing can be pretty dangerous here. Oh.
Yeah, well, this does look like a boss battle, right?
Oh, we're out of range. Just slightly out of range. Too bad. We could probably survive. Fire 3. Probably heal while I'm doing this. Stay at full health. Just because. There is a trick to, oop, I totally was out of range there again. Getting hasty. Hey, buddy. There we go. Are we close enough? I'm gonna get closer. Boom! Problem solved. That's because this gun does do a decent amount of damage if you know how to use it.
Mm-hmm.
And we gained another level, or 2 levels there, I think. And we learned slow, which makes them attack slower. And we got more bonus points. And I'll actually go over what we can use those bonus points for. So that's that. That's the resolution of the sewers, and Aya doesn't know what the hell Eve wants. She has no idea. Now we're walking out, and now I guess there is TV. People are, in fact, on TV now. And I guess Carnegie Hall here is a scene of complete chaos. This guy's going to try to force us into an interview. And theory is combustion theory. And she's like, I don't want to do an interview. Guy's still trying to interview. Still trying to interview. Guy's trying to get his attention. Oh, that'll solve the problem.
Yeah, that got his attention.
Yep. And it's on camera.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess his name is Daniel. We know him. He's Daniel.
Yeah.
Thanks, Daniel. Thanks for digging us out there. Fuck this reporter guy. Ah, so he must be our partner or something.
Mm-hmm.
So something happened back there. Oh, her date. Yeah, he ran out of there. Well, he ran out of there after we hip-checked him out of the way, right?
Yeah.
Basically flattened him. He was pestering her. It just caught her eye. The ad in the paper for the opera. And he thinks it's cop instinct.
Uh-huh.
Sure, whatever. It's Christmas Eve. Why isn't our partner with his son? I have a feeling we're the younger partner, he's the older partner.
Yep, probably.
He knows his dad's a cop, and his boy understands. Are we sure about that? Yeah, it was one hell of an incident. Everybody went and burst into flames and got all fucked up and everything.
Yep. And all the rats turned into monsters.
Now Aya's muttering about mitochondria and symbiosis. She doesn't remember when she was in the hospital. She thinks it was her in the hospital, maybe. Now she's sleeping, I guess. So Daniel's gonna drive us home. Through that New York traffic. Probably take 2 hours to get home. Even if you lived on the island here. So it was 6 days that were a nightmare. Less than a week, but it was already a nightmare.
Wow, look at that, even the reflection in the river, eh?
Yep. Yeah, they got all kinds of amazing little graphical things here. This really was a good looking game.
Yep. Still has the Twin Towers, see that?
Yep. Still has the Twin Towers. This is back before the world went crazy. Back when you could cross the border without a passport.
Yep.
And now we're on to day 2. So I guess we can save our progress here. And we're good. So the intro of the game is kind of short, but that's fine.
Well, it was the better part of an hour.
Daniel there is like, you ought to be resting. And I was like, nope, totally not resting. Because we're the only living witness, I guess. And there's Melissa here, she's got no relatives, she's like a lone wolf, and always sick, and always on meds. People couldn't believe that she could even stand. And her apartment burned down, so we don't know what meds she was taking.
The kind that makes your apartment burn down?
Yeah, the kind that makes your... She was drinking gasoline.
Uh-huh.
Alright.
Yeah, what is it that Dr. Nick says? You know, may cause nausea, vomiting,
yeah. Rectal bleeding.
Rectal bleeding, you know, things that are...
Mild side effects.
We call mild side effects in the medical profession, yeah.
Anyways, Warner there asks if it's ESP, and Aya's like, yeah, that's the best way to describe it for now. And everybody thinks that Aya's full of shit here, but, you know, she's the only witness. Ask Baker for a better sidearm. So I guess we're gonna talk to Baker.
You were telling me that you built your gun up to the point where that was your main thing, right?
Well, I like to, the thing I like to do is I like to build my guns up, and when we get into the bonus point discussion here, I'll probably do the sidearm thing here on camera too, just to show it off. I'll describe a little bit more about what I like to do with the weapons. We gotta go down to the weapons department and give our mod permit to Torres. Hint, hint, we're not gonna give our mod permit to Torres. It's way more valuable than something Torres should have.
Oh, so you're gonna save it for later?
We're gonna save it for later. We're gonna save it until, like, the end of the game.
Oh. Why, can you save more than one?
Oh, yeah. So, I guess, yeah, we could save it if we needed to, but instead, since we haven't done anything, talk to Warner, and, you know, it's just gonna reiterate the same conversation we were having. And this is just the police office, and I don't think there's anything here. I don't know which desk is Aya's. I assume the one with the glowing phone?
Probably.
Right? And it's got the picture of Melissa there, on the desks, but I don't know for sure. But this is a pretty iconic theme, actually. You hear it around in people's videos all the time. So, it's a nice, good, chill theme.
Oh, I don't remember ever hearing it other than here.
Yeah, well, it's basically only played here, but, like, people remix it on, like, YouTube videos and stuff.
Oh.
We'll come in here, and I think most of these lockers are locked, but we can get this CM Vest 1. And that's actually the vest we're gonna put on right now. Is that CM vest one, because it has auto heal on it. Use medicine when HP is low.
So, what do you do with all these other vests and stuff that you collect then?
We'll throw them in storage.
Oh.
Our inventory is full. I gotta come back for that. I can't remember what that is.
You have storage? Where?
Well, we gotta go down and talk to Torres.
Oh.
And you'll see. So we'll come back up here and talk to those guys in a bit, because we have to come back this way anyways, in order to get that item from that locker. But we'll go in here. And we'll run in here. And who's this at the counter? It's Wayne, who's hitting on us. Where's Torres? So he wants to give us a shotgun or a rocket launcher.
Take the rocket launcher.
Ah! Now Torres is walking in and he's gonna give Wayne shit. Reason why guns won't disappear from this country? Oh, that hurts my heart. Poor Wayne.
Yep. So they even had the gun controversy back then, eh?
Yeah, well, Torres is a very anti-gun guy, and Wayne is a very pro-gun guy.
Yeah, that's what I mean, though. It's always been a polarizing issue, even almost 30 years ago, eh?
Yeah, then Torres is like, oh man, as long as cops rely on guns, criminals will too, and I don't want to hand a gun to a rookie like you, but, we can't carry anymore. Wayne, take some of her shit. And he's like, yeah, giving him attitude. Yes, we do. We'll leave you equipment, and we'll give you all of these fucking vests.
You need to give them all those vests that you're not wearing, right?
That's right.
And maybe even some of those guns that you're not using anymore, too.
Well, we reload this gun. We'll take the bullets out of this gun that we're not using right now. And actually, we will take the bullets out of this gun that we're not using right now. Because we're here to get a new gun, remember?
Yeah.
But we don't have our new gun yet, so we can't move our old gun over or anything. We can't get rid of our club ever, now, mind you. We have to always have the club. And this is the armor that we won from that boss, and even though it's got a slightly higher physical defense, I'm putting it in there because this one has auto heal.
Okay.
We stored a bunch of our equipment with Wayne. Torres is coming back. This is the most powerful gun I can allow you to have, and he hands us an M16A1.
Wow.
That's a semi-automatic weapon there.
Assault rifle.
Yeah. Well, it's more like an AR-15 with the way they behave in this game, and he wants us to show us the mod permit, and we're going to say no. So he's like, we can't tune up your equipment without a mod permit, no exceptions. I'm like, that's fine. And then Wayne is going to whisper to us over here and say that we can tune up our guns with tools. We can rearrange equipment parameters, add effects to tweak our equipments. He'll show us some cool tune-up techniques. So yeah.
Yeah, so...
Then we get the little tune-up tutorial.
Yep. Go and see the gun nut if you really want to tune up your guns, right?
That's right. Go and talk to the American Patriot. Because he knows what's up, okay?
Oh, so that's the side of the fence that you're on.
That's right.
Hey?
He's just trying to get you to use your Second Amendment right more assertively, that's all.
Yeah, more efficiently.
That's right, more efficiently. Knowledge is power, my friend. Now we'll store more shit with him. I don't need this cure poison. I don't need the theater keys.
The theater key or the rehearsal key.
I don't need the mod permit.
Okay, you're going to store that with him.
We'll store that with him too. And we can sort these things too, so I'll sort them.
Yeah.
We'll go to the store equipment and I'll sort the equipment too. And we're gonna come in here, and I don't think I have any junk to discard. Junk is like a specific item called junk that does nothing that you can discard to him.
Oh, you just picked up a tool there, right?
I did. I picked up a tool. That's what he was talking about. And there's some ammo in this box. And we can just loot this fucking place. There's some medicine. Yeah, now we'll come in here and we're going to use that tool. We're going to use it because I actually want to be using this M16 here now because it's 2 shots. So there's a difference between weapon types. This is a rifle type weapon, whereas this is a handgun type weapon, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Handguns are faster. They literally take half the time to, I think, aim as a rifle and 2/3 of the time to fire as a rifle. So rifles take twice as long to shoulder and aim and 1/3 time more to fire. So they are a bit slower. You can probably fire a handgun 3 or even 4 times in the amount of time it takes to fire this rifle twice. But this rifle does 35 damage a shot. And it has a big mag, and that's why we're going to be using it, because we really need power early game, and this rifle is our source of power early game. So what we're going to do is we're going to tune up our rifle. Well, actually, I think we have to equip the rifle first, just so that we're not trying to destroy a weapon that we're tuning up. So we'll tune up the rifle. We'll tune it up against the M1911A1. And we're going to take the stats from this item and put them on this item.
Oh, okay. So this is sort of like that one perk in Fallout New Vegas where you can dismantle one gun to make another gun of the similar type more powerful.
That's right, except we can do it with any gun.
Yeah, I know, but you can do that with any gun almost in Fallout New Vegas too once you earn that one perk, remember?
Yep. We could also move the effect over, but the rate of fire 3 perk would, like as I described, rifles are already kind of slow. If you have them with a really high rate of fire, they will be ungodly slow. And you'll just be standing there firing and getting hit all the time.
Okay.
So I'm just going to move the stats over. I really just want the damage. The damage is the only thing I care about. So we'll do that, and we'll move it over, and then boom, now we've got a rifle that hits even harder. But now we've got something else here called bonus points. And so Aya gets these when she levels up, and she can allocate them to herself to make her attack faster or carry more items, or she can modify her equipment. And we're going to use it to modify our equipment, and we're going to boost our gun damage. So we're just going to select that, and it takes 100 points per 1 gun point. And Aya just makes her gun stronger because she's her, right? Maybe it's her energy powers, right? She can modify the gun on the fly, put more bullets in it somehow or something. And yeah, so we're going to make it stronger, because we want it to hit as hard as possible. And because we got +1 ammo on that too, we're going to reload that gun. And since we have a PE +1 there, we're actually going to use that on our current armor that we're wearing right now, because we'll be wearing this for a little while. And I wonder if we got some more stuff that we can store with Wayne. Maybe? No, I don't think so. We could store some medicine with him. I don't think I'm going to bother. No, I'll just take the medicine with him.
You probably need to take those with you anyway, right?
I mean, only if you get hit.
Mm-hmm.
You could just not get hit.
I don't know. From what I can remember, I used to get hit quite a bit.
Well, anyways, as I was saying, and as you brought up when we first started the police station here, I like to tune my guns up, and I like to spend all my bonus point level ups on making my guns hit harder. Because I just like to do as much damage as possible. The idea is, if I have to shoot something less times, then it's on screen for less time. Which means it has less time to attack me, which means it has less time to hurt me.
Mm-hmm.
That's my logic. And so I want to get our gun damage as high as possible. And we can come in here and we can talk to the Kennel Master here. He wishes he could give the dogs a nice Christmas dinner. He loves these dogs. I don't think we can interact with them, but there's the dogs. Of course the Kennel Master would be a big dog guy, right?
Yep.
You can't be a Kennel Master and not be a dog guy. And we can't get into there for some reason. That must be the warehouse. Actually, what did it say on the door? I didn't even read the text.
It said weapons department.
Yeah, okay, so it said weapons department. I bet you that's the warehouse. That's where we store our shit.
That's where they have all the bazookas and stuff, right?
Yeah, what Wayne was talking about.
And the miniguns and...
Yeah, and they come in red, white, and blue, right?
Yeah, and the flamethrowers and stuff like that.
Yeah. I'm gonna go in here, and I'm gonna totally loot this locker now, get a better medicine.
Ooh.
And we can talk to these guys. You know, you can talk to this guy, and he's fetishizing over something. And this guy is just doing up his vest, saying that we should put on our vest. And it's true, because vests, all basic armors give you some critical hit protection too, right?
Oh.
So that's important too. Anyways, there's a kid down here. What's the kid doing? We don't know who this is. What are you doing here? This is a, like, police station. You're not supposed to be back here. You lost? And boy goes no, and... Oh, I guess it's Ben. Daniel's behind us, and it's Ben. So this is Ben. This is who Daniel was talking about. The boy who understands that his dad is a cop, right?
Yep. I don't know. If you punched a reporter right today, you'd probably be... at best suspended and at worst fired and maybe even put in jail.
Yeah, well, that's only if they find out about it, right?
Well,
but
he did do it right
in these days, everybody has a cell phone.
He did do it on camera.
Hey,
right?
do we know if it was for sure caught in frame? Maybe the reporter just fell down on his own.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, he's trying to give his dad concert tickets, which, what's that concert for? Could it be for the Central Park concert?
Yeah. Better go check that out.
Well, it looks like, Daniel's busy, and it looks like Ben completely understands.
Yeah.
Completely understands that his dad is a cop. This is what understanding looks like.
Yep.
This is the feeling of understanding.
And what the kid's just out wandering around by himself at that age?
In the middle of New York, no less.
I mean, the size of that kid, he looked like he was like 6.
Yep. But Aya's like, but I'm grateful for my dad. But Daniel's like, yeah, but his mom's still alive. So I was like, well, shit. So I guess now, where are we going? As I catch my water bottle here and not knock it over. Oh, it looks like there's this lady that was standing there before. I think her name is Kathy. And yeah, she's asking us if we met Ben's son Daniel. I guess they're divorced. Well, that's pretty common around this day and age. Every boy needs a father, he was saying, and I guess he ended up getting custody. But he's a cop. Oh yeah, the baker is looking for us again, too. So we got our M16. We don't even have a service pistol anymore now. We're just walking around with an M16. I wonder if this thing has a fucking folding stock that we can carry in our, like, denim jacket there. She's wearing like this kind of like black denim jacket kind of thing.
Is it a leather jacket?
I think it's denim. If you get a close up of the look at the texture, which you might be able to when she's talking to Baker here again. So we're walking in to go talk to Baker, and then it gives us control so that we can walk up to him, right? And then we can just, run over and fuck that, and then the game takes control again and walks us up.
Oh.
But I think it's black denim if you see the seam running down the side and everything and the way the sleeves are rolled up.
Okay.
I think it's black denim. Could be leather, but I think it's black denim.
Well, back when I was playing this on the PS1, I always just assumed that for some reason that it was a leather jacket because you don't really see black denim a lot, right? Yeah,
well, it does look kind of like a leather jacket, right?
Yeah.
It could be a leather jacket.
Because denim is almost always blue, right?
It can be, yeah. I mean, unless you're like talking like black jeans.
Oh, well, I never had a pair of those either, but for me, jeans were work pants, right? Like you put those on before you went to work because they were sturdy,
Whereas for me, jeans were like daily wear.
Mm.
And then they're saying it's the terrorists. The Opera Theater Incident press conference with Captain Baker of the Detective something or other. And how did they all burst into flames then? And Aya's going to say something, and he's like, yep, it was a highly flammable chemical.
Mm.
It's all a cover-up, right? Government cover-up.
Well, he can't say that it was psychic abilities, then, everybody would think he was crazy, right?
Well, how did Aya not get burned? And Baker's going to be like, oh, it was quick training, or quick thinking and training. And the reporter's like, well, I'm asking her, and She said that my mitochondria were a mutation. And then everybody's like, whoa, and then, you know, like, imagine saying that on live camera. That you'd think that person was batshit crazy. You see people like this on the news sometimes, right? They give a fucked up answer like this. But it kind of makes you wonder, you know, from this perspective, do some of these people have some credit with some of the crazy shit they say?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's all a conspiracy. And her body got taken over. Imagine if a cop is saying she's dead and her body got taken over. Imagine that on the evening news report. What is she, some kind of alien? And Baker's just like, she's just tired. She's just tired. We're in the press conference now. And Aya's looking down. She's like, but I'm telling the truth.
Yeah, but you know what? If he didn't want her to say shit like that, then he shouldn't have invited her to the press conference.
Well, now he's going to give us shit for saying shit like that. Because we're the rookie, right?
Yeah.
So we're just being honest. Man, he's pissed off. Who's going to believe you? You'll stir up panic in the media.
Uh-oh, now the phone's ringing.
Yep. Some guy's calling him. And he can't understand what he's talking about. Some Japanese scientist who had shitty English, who was ranting about mito something. Daniel's like, what? And then Aya's like, mitochondria? The thing that makes energy from oxygen. And actually, they have some interesting trivia about mitochondria in this game that is actually very true if you read a Wikipedia article on it or read a basic biology textbook. A lot of the facts that they share are actually pretty accurate. That's just an interesting world-building thing, I guess.
I don't know. All I remember is the word from high school biology. You know?
Yeah, basically, I think it's responsible for making energy.
But I don't remember what it did or anything like that.
Yeah, it makes energy for cells, basically. That's what it does.
Oh.
Whereas the nucleus controls the brain functions of the cells, basically. Now we gotta talk to Daniel, and he's gonna get the car, and I guess we're gonna talk to a researcher. There's a researcher at the museum that we gotta talk to.
Oh, okay.
All the story stuff. It is an RPG, after all. You're gonna have story stuff.
Yep.
So we're gonna walk up to this researcher into the fucking museum with our M16, right? We don't leave it in the car. I think we can talk to this guy, too. This random cop behind the desk. Yeah, what a case. What a case. Now go plink on your green screen some more. I love that computer, just because it's got a green screen. I approve. I approve of that man's computing choices. So now they give us this overworld map. And we could go back to Carnegie Hall if we wanted, but I think the place is all locked down now by cops, and they'll just be like, you're not allowed in here.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas you could go back to the museum, or go to the museum for the first time. And they're going to give us a cutscene. We're going to the Museum of Natural History for Dr. Hans Klamp. He's working on a new theory about mitochondria. Is he the scientist we're supposed to be talking to?
That doesn't... Clamp doesn't sound like
doesn't
a
sound
Japanese
Japanese. Yeah, are we talking to the right guy here? I have a feeling that we got our guys mixed up.
Yeah.
And he has a PhD and he's working in a museum. Antisocial, too. Hey, you know what? I know what it's like to be antisocial. I'm totally that guy. I'm totally that guy. Yeah, the press conference. And Aya's like, you're a kiss-ass for the chief. After she went and said that it was her mitochondria that were evolving on camera.
Yeah.
You know. Not the most self-aware when it comes to crazy quack press stories.
Mm-hmm.
But in her eyes, she's telling the truth, right? So why wouldn't they accept the truth? Alright. Daniel doesn't go to the museum often. It's got the world of dinosaurs as the theme this year for the exhibit. From November 1st to January 13th.
Yeah, but since it's Christmas Day, that would be why it's closed, right?
Yep. And they got snow everywhere, too.
Yeah.
So imagine walking out there in your leather jacket in the snow, man. Like, I wouldn't want to walk outside in New York in this weather. I know exactly what this weather feels like. You do, too.
Actually, the eastern part of the continent, though, because I did spend some time in Ontario as well, it's a different kind of cold, right, than what we have here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it feels different. The humidity is higher, and the temperatures don't get as low, right? You still get lots of snow and that kind of thing, but it's not, like you don't get minus 30 degree weather like you do here, right? Not
yeah, no
often.
continental extremes.
Yeah, like almost never, right?
But they do get lots of snow because of the coastal.
Yeah, and also freezing rain, right?
Yep.
Because I can remember when I was a kid, getting up one morning to go to school, and it had rained overnight. And when this was in the middle of the winter time, and all the trees, even right down to the smallest twigs, had like an inch diameter of clear ice frozen around them, and some of the more flexible trees were bent right over till the like the branches were all touching the ground kind of thing from the weight of the ice on them, right?
Yep.
And you couldn't hardly even walk outside, like it was sheer ice everywhere, every surface. Right?
Yes, we have to sign in for Daniel because Daniel's too lazy to come down here and fucking sign his own name.
Yeah.
But we got to sign in because the security guy says we have to. It's a friendly enough security guy, though. We get along with him okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I guess this is the office, huh? He's typing on his computer.
Yeah, working away on Christmas Day.
Yeah.
I guess he must be an atheist.
And he's got a fancy-looking Model F style keyboard there on his IBM-looking PC.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, interesting. He's got a somewhat, for the day, modern-looking computer on his desk, eh?
Yep. We're with the NYPD, and we want to ask you a few questions. And he's just typing away and ignoring us. Now we'll ask him about it. Now, are you accusing him of guilt? No, we're just trying to talk to you, man. Oh, but now Aya's gonna have a flashback. It's completely normal for a police officer to space out entirely when they're questioning you.
Oh, this time she's in a different bed.
Yeah, and she thinks she recognizes this doctor here.
It's this guy?
It might be this guy.
Maybe that's why he's working in the museum, because he got canned from his position for, like illegal research or something.
Yeah, maybe.
Unsanctioned human trials.
And then Aya's all dazed and out of it, and Daniel's like, "Are you okay?" We're like, "Yeah, we're fine. We want to ask you about your mitochondria research." It's like, why are you interested? Why are cops interested in my work? Because the suspect was talking about mitochondria nonstop, man, and she ignited people. And then became a monster. And he's talking about the true mitochondria. And then he's going to talk us a bunch of science stuff.
Okay.
Some of which is true and some of which is in-game made-up bullshit. So, it has its own genetic code, and we're asking if it's a separate organism, and he's saying yes. Kind of like a parasite. But no, that's not how he would describe it. We can't live without mitochondria because it makes energy. And so our brain needs energy to function. I guess he's talking about the way the brain works between axons and dendrites. He's like a big biology guy.
Yeah.
And how all that's possible.
He
Due
looks,
to the...
he looks like a mad scientist too, eh?
Yeah, he's a pretty bitter-looking guy, right? 200,000 volts of electricity the mitochondria can discharge, which is something we should remember. That's a fact, actually. I think. And then the combustions from last night were... Well, in order to burn and melt people, you need 1,600 degrees of heat. Probably 1,600 degrees Fahrenheit, I'd assume?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, so, yeah, there you go. Several hundred mitochondria present within a single cell. And if they all functioned at the same time, a tremendous amount of energy would be released, and melt people into a puddle would be easy. So the mitochondria ignited these people. But we need them to live, but we're just using them for energy, right? No, the mitochondria has control over an organism's growth, which is true. The hand is merely a glob of flesh, but when the cells between the fingers deteriorate, that's when the fingers first form. And how it receives a signal to die is by the mitochondria. Right? And so, yeah. Then it gets cut off from the nucleus. And because the mitochondria generates energy, they're also responsible for aging, because they mutate faster than cells. And then he's talking about mutant mitochondria, and mutant energy production level, and all this. So he's saying that humans aren't the higher species, the mitochondria are. And he's saying that mitochondria evolved 10 times faster too. And that they possess a power beyond all recognition. And then he's talking about a scientist who was studying mitochondria now and how it was connected with human ancestry. And this goes back to the scientific discovery of mitochondria Eve. From the out of Africa theory of human evolution. So you probably know about that. That's a fairly popular thing, fairly well-known thing. And it's like, well, but yesterday's suspect called herself Eve. And then he's like, what? Yeah, you better tell us everything you know, man. She called herself Eve? And he's like, no, I'm not going to talk to you anymore. I'm going to continue my studies. You know the way out.
I don't know. You better talk, or Daniel will probably
Daniel
punch you.
will fucking cold cock you, man. No, he's just gonna type away.
Yeah.
Type. But yeah. So we learned some things there that were kind of sciencey.
Yep. So now what?
Well, now we're gonna go back to the NYPD. And report what we discovered, I guess. As nighttime falls. Yeah, and Daniel's all pissed off about that guy, and look at how empty these New York streets are.
Yep.
If only one could actually drive down the streets of New York
well,
like
it is
this.
Christmas Day, right? So there's probably a lot less traffic than usual.
Yeah, maybe.
I know even here, like, the streets are pretty quiet on Christmas Day, right?
Well, what is the population of New York City metropolitan area? Like 20 million people?
I have no idea. Yeah, it's like a massive urban sprawl, right?
And he's gonna throw the siren on and just speed through the city. Because that's what sirens are actually for.
Yeah.
Fuck this whole idea of protocol and doing things by the book.
Yeah, he's a rebel and a maverick, eh?
He gets shit done his way.
Yeah.
Just what it means to be a veteran cop, of course. You punch reporters in the back of the head and you,
Yeah. He's a reporter punching, siren abusing.
Yeah, it looks like we can talk to this guy and he's like, any news in the case? And hoping we bag the creep. Doesn't even know who the suspect is.
No, probably not. Because he's just the desk sergeant, right?
Yep. He's just the desk sergeant. Oh, there's Kathy. We can talk to Kathy again. I guess the whole place is going nuts again. Do we have another, like, meeting or press conference or something? Yep, we're going to start the meeting. So I guess we gotta hop into the press conference room again. And there's Baker again, at the podium. And, I think that's Warner standing down there. Melissa's solo concert was scheduled for today. But she disappeared, so it was canceled, but people are still gathering at the stage. And Baker's worried about a massacre. You see, they got the Melissa picture up there, and he's pointing to a map of Manhattan there, and the concert is in Central Park. Daniel's like, Central Park? What's wrong, Daniel? That's where his ex-wife and kid are got. Yeah, so he's going away, right? He doesn't care to be briefed. Baker's all like, man, I go after him, basically. Right? Watch his back. He gives us another mod permit.
Huh.
So just like that, we can mod the shit out of our weapon.
Yeah.
But we're actually not going to, and I know that Daniel's running for the car as fast as he can. But there's actually no time limit on these things, so we're going to let him run for the car.
Yeah, considering the head start that he got, he's moving pretty slow, so you'll probably be able to catch him even if you take a side trip, right?
Oh, I bet you we could catch him even if we walked. Too many donuts, right? Part of being a veteran cop and all. Oh, here's our Patriot versus anti-gun discussion. Wayne wants to tune up the guns. Doesn't want to watch The Warehouse all the time. As long as you see guns as toys, you'll never touch them. But he could make a stronger gun than him. Guns aren't supposed to be stronger, they're supposed to be safer. We salute you, Wayne. We know how you feel, man. We totally get it. Or at least I certainly do.
Uh-huh.
So we'll go in, we'll get more ammo. And we'll get our medicine, and we're not actually going to talk to Torres because we're not going to tune up our guns.
Well, see,
you could do it so much better.
In places like jolly old England, guns don't kill people, knives do.
Yeah, that's right. That's why they got to take the pointy end away. That's why they got to take the pointy end away.
They can't shoot each other, so now they stab each other instead, right?
Yep.
Yeah, but the thing is, though, once you take the point away from the knife, well, then they'll just start using clubs or something, right?
Could always get a hatchet from the store for cutting firewood.
Yeah, but...
Or maybe a hammer, a ball-peen hammer.
Yeah.
There you go. We're giving people ideas now. We're furthering the criminal enterprise.
Well, hey, you know what? A 1.5 pound blacksmith hammer is probably about the similar in size and heft to a mace, right?
Well, even
and it's even got a wedged back on it. You know, like it's got a flat face on one end and a wedged back on the other.
Yep.
Because I guess you use the wedged back for like doing specific things to your heated metal when you're working it on when you're blacksmithing, right?
Yep.
But I would imagine that would work pretty well at penetrating, the human body and that kind of thing too.
Well, most hardware store tools would work perfectly good at that kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's just that it's not their primary purpose, which is why we allow them to be sold. Of course, personally, I think if you got to defend yourself and you got to defend your life, you should be allowed to do it in the best way that you can, with the best tools that you can afford. I'm very, very pro 2A, even though we don't have 2A in this country. Because if the bad guys can do it to you, you should be able to do it back to them. You don't got to worry about an eye for an eye if you get them first.
Well, eventually, if we go that far in some of our Fallout 4 playthroughs that are surviving after we ended the G9-13 series, we could end up going to Fusion City.
Yeah.
And you'll hear some interesting voiceovers regarding firearms and the use of.
Right on.
In that
one.
On
Central Park. Central Park had a reputation, or maybe still has a reputation for being a somewhat dangerous place, just because of, I think probably the danger is created by the population density, right? Because crime rises as population density rises.
Yeah, I don't know anything about it. All I know is that at one time back in the 1970s...
Oh, shit.
Whoa.
He was going to run in and...
Yeah. At one time back in the 1970s, New York was basically a crime-ridden shithole, right? And then, I guess they elected a couple of mayors that were very much law and order guys, and they kind of cleaned things up.
Yep.
And now, in present day, it seems to be heading back in the direction of crime-ridden shithole again, right?
Oh, boy. All right, well, we're going to go into Central Park here.
No offense intended to anyone who lives in New York.
Well, I actually got a buddy who lives in New York, actually.
But, you know what? I think you need law and order type people in charge, because otherwise huge cities like that will very easily slide backward into, that kind of thing.
Yeah,
right?
it's a big problem with the population density.
Yeah.
Now we're going to run in here. But yeah, I've got a buddy who lives in New York, and he's really big into the model and figurine building kind of thing.
Uh-huh.
That's what he does with his time. Anyways, we're in Central Park now, walking into the entrance, and you can check the back of this cop car and get a cure poison, which we will probably throw in a box somewhere else, because I'm probably never going to use it. And we've got a phone here. We can use the phone to save our progress.
Yeah.
Even though we just did that.
I personally am on the side of, I wouldn't mind if there was like a beat cop on every corner,
Yeah, like the good old days.
Because that way, I'm not one of those people who is defund the police and all that kind of crap, because I like being able to walk down the street and not worry about somebody attacking me,
Well, you know what? I think they have police on street corners in Japan. Right.
Yeah, and I don't consider that to be...
of course, they don't carry guns in Japan, I don't think. But
I don't consider that to be oppression or anything like that at all, right?
No, well, it's a big, complicated political narrative. I'm not going to get into it. But overall, I'd rather have police than not. Okay, so we got poisoned here because we got bit by that snake because I was busy talking. And poison makes your health drain while you're in combat, but it cures at the end of combat.
Okay.
So it's not a big deal to get poisoned, unless you're, like, in a long, protracted battle. But, I guess it'll cost you healing items, so, like, that medicine we just picked up, we can use.
Mm-hmm.
But how are we looking on time? We're at an hour 32.
Okay, well, you should probably go back to the phone and save it then,
yeah,
and we'll pick this up. This seems like a logical place to stop anyway, right?
Yeah. Because it's going into a whole new mission now. We've gotten past the story stuff. We're going into a whole new mission.
Yeah. Well, and I guess next time we'll be back with what happens in Central Park.
Indeed. So, I'm Rec B5.
And I am Sandman99.
Have a good one.